Hello everyone, Commander here. This is the next video in my series on making gold through crafting in Guild Wars 2. This video will cover the wiki and GW2 efficiency, and I am still aiming to keep these videos rather short, about 10 to 20 minute chunks. This video in particular will cover more basic info on the sites, and however, I do start to delve more into how we use these specifically for gold making. The next video will cover GW2 BLTC, and I will release it alongside the last video with GW2 profits. That video will be the longest, just to keep all that info for this site into one spot. All right, let's get started here. Okay, we are now on to our next website, which is the Guild Wars 2 wiki. And this site is a treasure trove of knowledge. If you are trying to figure something out about this game, this is the place to go. When I answer questions for my guildies, I usually tell them the wiki will have this information. It'll be it's not so like terrible as that, but it's like, you know, I answer the question, and also like for follow-up stuff, like go to the wiki, or I'll say I don't know it off the top of my head, let me look it up on the wiki. And just trying to let people know that the wiki exists, and this has a ton of knowledge. Now, for our particular purposes, this site is useful when we are trying to figure out what exactly we need to craft if our other tools don't give a good explanation of that. So to give an example, let's say I'm going to make an Alacrigade and I need Diviner's gear, or I'm going to craft Diviner's items to sell because there's quite the markup on it. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to gear and equipment and then hit this prefixes button. And this is also a very useful tool if you're trying to gear up a character and figure out where exactly to get the gear. So I know that Diviners uses power and concentration. And so there's major attributes, minor attributes, and attributes. And this, I use attributes, and I'm just clicking the ones that I know the stat set will have. So power, concentration, and then it'll reduce what's in this little box here. So I want Diviners. So I'm going to click on Diviners. And then this is going to give the inscriptions, the insignias, and then related equipment and how to get it. So if you're trying to make an Alacrigade and you want exotic, you click the little here button and it'll show you which gear you can get for it. Now, that's not our purpose today. Our purpose is making Diviners, or I call them imbued inscriptions, to make, say, a Steel Stars, which is account bound, or like a Diviner's Pearl Conch, because you should be able to sell these. Yeah, some of these you can sell off the trading post. So I need a recipe, and then here's all the ingredients. So awesome, I know how to get these, I know how to get globs of ectoplasm, but how the heck do I get exquisite serpentine jewels and branded masses? So then you can click on it. So I open it up in a new tab, and it'll show you where exactly you can get those. Same thing for exquisite serpentine jewels. And so you can kind of just follow things through until you understand exactly how to get it. And for this, again, you know, oh shoot, I need a recipe. Click on that, and then there we go. Buy it from this guy in Thunderhead Peaks for this currency. And that's the really, really useful part of this site. We also have links. So Guild Wars 2 efficiency, right, is a link there. And that's another site we'll use. Let's say I want to make this Pearl Conch. And if I scroll up, it's not going to give it to me. Shoot. Let's see if I can find another item. We'll go back to stats here, and we'll do Berserkers, because I know that Berserkers will have this. So let's say I need Berserkers Orichalcum Imbued Inscription. It has more links here. So GW2 BLTC, GW2 Spidey, GW2 TP. So if I need some information from GW2 BC, I'll open this up, and it'll give me that straight. So this is again, another very useful thing about it, because it links other sites directly. And if you're in game, and you don't say have a second monitor and you need to look up something, you can type in /wiki and then whatever it is you're searching for. So /wiki space glob of ectoplasm, and it'll pull up the web page for you over the game page, so that if you don't have a second screen, you can still search for stuff without having to alt tab out and all that funky stuff. Now, moving on to the next site is Guild Wars 2 Efficiency. This is the number 2 tool for overall helpfulness to this game. First being Wiki, second being efficiency, and then it kind of really starts to splinter into what you're looking to do in particular. There are a lot of things you can do with this. So you go to account here, and you can see account value. If you have this is if you have the API key. That's important, is you need an API key for this. But it'll give you account value. It'll give you characters. It should give birthdays too for those characters. All kinds of stuff. And I'm going to go back here, currencies. So this will show you what to do with currencies that you have. This can be pretty useful. Man, it feels like it's missing stuff here. Yeah, there we go. So dungeon tokens, spirit shards, all that. So if this guide isn't helpful and you have a bunch of one currency and you're trying to figure out what to do with it, how to make money off of it, Guild Wars 2 Efficiency can show you. It will also track trading post items, so if you are buying and trading stuff, this will keep track of it. Now, I believe that this doesn't do as good of a job as GW2 BLTC, so I don't use it as much. Dailies and dungeons, so this is tracking an achievement in game. I think it's somewhat useful. World bosses. So if you're trying to figure out, hey, I want to go do some world bosses for easy profit and maybe some achievements, like if you want to do Twaddle, it'll show you what's up. Gates of Ara, whole 9 yards. Now, not the most useful in my opinion, but I have other tools for that, so I don't use it. But what we're looking for here is crafting. Now, this is a really, really helpful addition. So if I'm going to craft Zoja's Berserker Inscription, right? So I can type it in, it'll pull it up, and up here, so this is, you can set it to ordering for the cheapest price or instantly buying it. Now, I leave this on order because more often than not, if you're just instantly buying all your materials, you're not going to make any money if you do. Use own materials. This is, so if you put your API key in, this is, again, keeping track of what's in your material storage, which again is very helpful. It'll give you a closer estimation to how much you're going to make. And then daily cooldown. So this is for things like within Zoja's, you need Spiritwood planks and Delta steel ingots, which these lump of mithrilium and the Elder Spirit residue, these both are on a daily cooldown. So if you want, you can buy them instead and see if you can make a profit off of it, or if it's cheaper to just buy the item outright, right, or craft it yourself. So I leave daily stuff on craft because I am personally patient. You can also add multiple items. So let's say I'm going to make both sets of Zoja's Berserker. I'm going to do Berserker Inscription and then change this to Insignia. There we go. Now, this will give me both of them. It's going to cost me 47 gold in total. If I were to buy it off the trading post, 38 gold and 28 gold. And that's for a sell listing. So that's the less expensive. I'm putting in an order for this and hoping someone's impatient enough to sell me one straight away. That's what these are. Now, we're going to remove the insignia and just go with the inscription. And this is breaking down a lot of stuff for us. So profit of sell price. So if I bought everything for this inscription without using any of my materials in game, I would make 11 gold profit. Do note that that is on the sell price. So it's not giving you the best profit possible. I tend to find that I get a higher profit than that. And I'm not quite sure why they have it set this way, because they have it for the buy price as well. And these are not, these are both when you're buying stuff, not the sale, final sale of the Zoja Zerker inscription. This is with buy orders, the cheaper orders, right? I'm going to make 11 gold off of everything I'm buying. And if I'm just buying instantly, I'm going to make 4 gold. Now, I will give you a savings, which is really good to know. If you were to buy this off the trading post for a buy order for the cheaper one, crafting it would save you 8 gold instead. And then it costs 19 gold to make. There is a recipe tree as well. So the final item, the glob of dark matter, and it shows you everything you need. And if you're not sure where to get something, little Wikipedia page right here pulls it right up. So a lot of these sites are kind of integrated in that way, which is really helpful. And then it'll tell you what is the cheapest way to get these items. So this Deldrimor steel-plated dowel, you can buy this off the trading post for 19 gold, or you can craft it yourself for 14 gold. And so if it says craft, you got to open these up, right? And you're going to kind of just follow these all the way down. So, and these things change on a regular basis. The other day when I was doing this, my seasoned wood planks, all 3 of these it said to craft instead of trading post. But now it's actually cheaper to just buy these off the trading post than it is to craft them. So this is where the real utility of this comes in. Showing you what is worth buying and what is worth outright crafting all the way from the bottom up, right? Raw materials to refined materials to crafting components, and just keep going up and up and up. And then the last part here is the shopping list. And so if you were going to buy everything you needed, or if you had the use on materials, it'll take this into account. And you just want to make one shopping list. You just want to buy everything all at once. Don't think about it. It'll tell you everything you need to buy to craft this. Now, I don't really do it this way because I just never think about it, honestly. And some of this is done for me on a daily basis because this would take 3 days to craft. So as long as I am doing these glob of elder spirit residues every day, and this is why I don't just buy everything off of here, because it takes 150 elderwood planks for all 3 of these. If I were to buy them all for 1 day, I would then have to spend the next few days waiting or just logging on and crafting. So I personally don't really care to do that too much. I'd rather just do it each day, buy what I need each day kind of deal. And then the steps. That's the last part here is steps. You do this first, do that, then do that, then do that, then do that. Okay, so that was the Wiki and GW2 efficiency. Be on the lookout next week for the next 2 videos covering GW2 BLTC and GW2 profits. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and leave a comment or like and subscribe. Seeing those numbers go up leaves me feeling like this miserable existence of a life is actually worthwhile. You can catch me on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'll go ahead and link my Twitch channel as well as the sites we went over in this video in the info below, and catch you next time.